wide web, my name is Stephen Quick and we're going to do another close look at a painting I've just finished. The painting is this one of, hopefully you know, Mr. Jon Bon Jovi. Now if you know my work is nearly all pop art in concept and style, the concept being drawing from popular culture, and the style is nearly always based around advertising or comic books, more of a graphic side. So saying that, I'm a very technical painter. Technical, and it's all very precise. I was on Facebook one day and there's a few artists who I follow on there, and I saw some photographs of paintings people were doing that I was following, and it made me remember that there's this other way to paint, this different style, which is the way I was taught at school, which is mainly the teacher used to say, get rid of the white. As soon as you do the painting, you do underpainting. Get rid of the white, get rid of the white. This is so if the canvas shows through the colour, it's not white, which is blaring obvious, it's blue or green or red. So I thought to myself, I'm going to try a more traditional way of painting. More layers, more randomness, but I still wanted to keep the pop sensibility. Therefore, I chose a popular culture icon. So deciding to do all this more traditional way of painting, this is what came out. First of all, I drew it out on the canvas, then I washed it all in blue. This meant I lost a lot of my lines, but you do have a nice base. You've got now a nice depth of colour. After I did the wash of blue, I went into it and built up the tones, very much like I do with pop art here. This is this is still pop art in the style, with the different tones of purples and blues to build up the 3D-ness with the darkness, coming up to the lightness of the white to give them a shape. Then once I was happy with the shape, I went back into it with skin tones, the browns, the dark browns, and the sort of, I don't know what this is, sort of creamy colours, to build up his face and get the shape. After I was happy with that, I decided to go another step further, and the other step was to add a bit of the abstraction I had at the beginning back in. So that's where I went back in with the purples and the blues, and that was giving it a bit more of an abstraction, taking it back to where it was at the beginning, which I liked. So I took that a weeny bit further, and then I went in with some random colours here and there. So we got random reds, random brushstrokes of green and black. The blacks especially to give it a bit more depth. The idea was to have a pop art painting which looked messy. So it was, the basis was pop, controlled, but then on top of that basis had like a mask of chaos. The random lines here and there of colour, and the random, you know, the mess of this. I mean, it is messy, but it's still controlled. That's still his arm, that's still his shoulder, that's still his clothes, that's still his shoulder, that's his neck, that's his face, that's his eyes, here's his hair. I wanted to give this a good contrast, so what I did was make this background black. This background's not just pure black, it's black and purple and red, bits and bobs here and there. It's not one flat black colour like I normally do. So in underpainting it and doing a more traditional way of painting, I still feel like I've got the style which is me, but on top of it is another layer. So it's messy pop up. The materials used on him are mainly acrylic paint. This Galleria Winsor & Newton, and then it worked into that is black paint pens. I don't know where they are, but you get paint pens, and a few bits of emulsion here and there to give it a nice chalky effect, and that's about it really. That's all the materials. The subject matter, this is based on Jon Bon Jovi from the I think it was called In the Evening with Bon Jovi, which was a VHS I had years ago. This is when he performs Bed of Roses on the piano, sort of here, and it's a beautiful shot and a beautiful moment in that video. That's why I want to capture it, and I think it works really well, how the light's coming off of him from all angles, and because I've got the basis of the face down, these random bits do not ruin it or take away from it. So really, I wanted to start off by pushing myself to do a style or paint in a way that is out of my comfort zone, but in the end it's still very much something that I'm in control of. This looks random, but it's not random. It's not, it's controlled. So there it is. I hope you like it. I do recommend, if you are a painter and you only paint one style, one medium, sometimes it's good to go out of your comfort zone and try painting in a way that you don't like, because you'll get a nice amalgamation of this. You'll get a nice amalgamation of pop art, semi-abstract, and traditional ways of using a brush like I've got here, which I'm really happy with. As always, visit my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, join my Facebook group and all those good socially things, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!